Greetings, Seekers of the Force! Let's delve into the mystique of the ancient Jedi, those guardians of peace in a galaxy far, far away. Imagine this, a time when the Jedi were not just defenders, but formidable warriors ready to bring tranquility through the might of the Force. Wars were like routine guests, barging in every few decades, be it rogue factions or the ominous Sith. In the bygone days of the Old Republic, Jedi were swift to join the fray, standing guard as the Republic's shield. Yet, a fascinating shift occurred as we journeyed from those ancient epics to the tumultuous clone era. Something changed in the way Jedi approached conflict. The once formidable Jedi seemed to wane in skill and prowess, a stark difference from their counterparts who clashed with legendary Sith Lords just a millennium prior. The Clone Wars brought forth a cascade of challenges, and the Jedi faced a noticeable decline in their collective strength. Casualties mounted, and the very essence of what made a Jedi formidable seemed to dwindle. A mere 1,000 years earlier, Jedi Knights boldly faced off against the most feared Sith Lords, dispatching acolytes with a grace that now seemed elusive. So, what sparked this change? Was it the nature of the conflicts, the evolving role of the Jedi, or perhaps a mysterious ebb and flow of the Force itself? As we journey through the archives, the tale unfolds, shedding light on the rise and fall of Jedi prowess across the epic. Follow me, knowledge seekers, on a journey through the annals of the Force, unraveling the enigma of the ancient Jedi prowess in combat. Imagine it, blaster-wielding adversaries reduced to mere jests in the eyes of those venerable Jedi of the Old Republic. Yet, as we traverse to the era of the Clone Wars, a peculiar shift occurred. Blasters, once trivial, transformed into legitimate threats to the Jedi. Ven Zalo, defending the Jedi Temple amid the chaos of war, effortlessly dispatched blaster-wielding foes and gracefully cut down 2 Sith warriors while dueling the formidable Malgus himself. Notably, even Lord Adras, Malgus' rival, crumbled in the face of Jedi Master Ven Zalo's skill and power. The juxtaposition reveals a stark contrast in the Jedi's approach to combat across eras. Let's hone in on the remarkable Ven Zalo, a Jedi warrior of legendary repute. His prowess wasn't just about lightning-quick reaction times and masterful saber maneuvers. It extended to a level of fortitude that left an incredible mark. Imagine it. Amidst a duel with the formidable Darth Malgus, Zalo faced a forceful push, tumbling through a pyre of rubble. Yet, like a phoenix rising, the Jedi warrior swiftly stood, defying the odds. Evading Malgus' next attack, he launched himself nearly 20 meters into the air. Resuming his assault, the novelization unveils a moment of intriguing strategy, as Malgus seemingly allows Zalo to land an elbow strike, a calculated move that enables the Sith to exploit an opening, impaling the Jedi Master. Darth Malgus, undoubtedly a titan of dueling in his era, found a worthy adversary in Ven Zalo. Now, shifting our gaze to another Jedi luminary, Kaus Senderak, the battle master of his time. Engaging Malgus and Darth Vindican alongside Satel, Senderak faced the Sith resurgence after a Jedi-Sith hiatus of 300 years. Despite blindsides and the shock of the Sith Empire's return, Senderak's response was swift and calculated. As a duelist, Senderak showcased superiority over the Sith Inquisitor, deftly wielding the Force in his blade techniques. Noteworthy was his ability to redirect Vindican's Force lightning into Malgus, showcasing a mastery of the Force. Alas, his guard faltered when faced with Malgus' overwhelming strength, leading to his eventual defeat. Yet, in the realm of pure blade-to-blade combat, discounting Malgus' immense strength, one could argue that Senderak stood as the superior duelist of that era. In these epic encounters, the Jedi exhibited not just martial skill, but a resilience that transcended physical limits. Now let's move our gaze to the tumultuous times of the Clone Wars, where the esteemed Jedi, represented by High Council member Luminara Unduli, faced formidable challenges. Ventress, a dark Jedi under Dooku's tutelage, wasn't a fully fledged Sith, but a lethal assassin, armed with dark side teachings and combat skills. However, the intriguing twist lies in the revelation that Ventress remained in the dark about certain potent secrets of the dark side until her training with the Night Sisters. Considering this, Sidious and Dooku deliberately withheld knowledge that could have amplified Ventress's power. The deliberate secrecy in her training adds a layer of complexity to the encounters between Ventress and the Jedi. Now, let's rewind to the early days of The Phantom Menace, where Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi faced the formidable Sith assassin Darth Maul. Despite their combined efforts, it was a close call, with Qui-Gon admitting in the novelization that he felt the imminent threat of being overwhelmed by the Sith assassin on Tatooine. Intriguingly, Maul trained an assassin under Darth Plagueis' directive, and she wasn't privy to all of the Sith secrets, underscoring the intentional withholding of knowledge by Sidious. Fast forward to the Clone Wars era, and the tragic demise of Adi Gallia, a Jedi Council member. Her formidable skills were put to the ultimate test against the raw yet immensely powerful Savage Opress. What becomes apparent is that even Jedi Council members faced their demise at the hands of dark side acolytes, or those not fully trained, a stark contrast to the likes of Malgus and Vindican. In essence, the Clone Wars Jedi, even esteemed council members, found themselves in perilous situations against acolytes lacking full training, underscoring a vulnerability that seemed absent in the era of the Old Republic. The intricate dance between knowledge withheld and battle lost forms a fascinating tapestry in the evolution of Jedi encounters with the dark side. Let's go into the stark contrast between the eras of Jedi encounters with Sith Lords, particularly Count Dooku in the Clone Wars. The undeniable truth surfaces. Facing Dooku proved a daunting challenge for most, with only luminaries like Mace Windu, Yoda, and Anakin Skywalker emerging as credible threats. Their journey was marked by constant warfare, stemming from the Great Sith Wars, where they clashed with Exar Kun's reborn Sith Order. Wars persisted through the Third Great Schism, the Mandalorian Wars, and the Jedi Civil War, with looming threats of Darth Revan, Darth Malak, Darth Nihilus, Sion, and Darth Traya. The Old Republic Jedi were battle-hardened, facing adversaries that tested the limits of their strength and resolve. In contrast, by the time of the Clone Wars, over a millennium had passed since the Old Republic Jedi crossed blades with true Sith Lords. Dark Jedi, a pale echo of the Sith, were more common but lacked the sheer power of fledgling Dark Lords. The Clone Wars Jedi found themselves at a disadvantage due to this prolonged era of peace and relative absence of Sith confrontations. The to be fair unfair comparison arises not only from the eras themselves, but from the inherent weaknesses of the Clone Wars Jedi, objectively less prepared for the return of formidable Sith adversaries. The Old Republic Jedi, however, were shaped by relentless warfare, creating a stark difference in their combat prowess. So, as we unravel the complexities of Jedi-Sith conflicts across the epics, we witness the repercussions of prolonged peace on the strength and readiness of the Jedi, laying bare the challenges faced by those who sought to stand against the likes of Count Dooku in the tumultuous Clone Wars. In the aftermath of the initial Jedi Purge, the Order found themselves determined to never be exploited by the dark side again. This pivotal moment prompted a radical shift in their training philosophy. No longer content with mere guardians, the Jedi set their sights on becoming genuine rivals to the Sith. It took 3 centuries for the Sith Empire's unexpected return, catching the Republic and the Jedi off guard. However, the Jedi members were now formidable warriors, honed to be the purest the galaxy had ever witnessed. Those who fought in the Great Galactic War had a wealth of experience and knowledge about the Sith, enabling them to face their adversaries with unprecedented skills. For perhaps the first time in history, they could stand toe-to-toe with the Sith, matching them blow for blow. Their combat training diverged significantly from the past. Following the Battle of Ruusan, where the Brotherhood of Darkness and the Sith seemingly met their demise, the Republic grew wary of the Jedi's efficiency in warfare. The Jedi of this era embodied the concept of peace by force, presenting a considerable danger as highly skilled warriors. Public perception aligned with the Jedi being formidable and dangerous. Grandmaster Fei Kovan, recognizing the need for a shift, authored the Jedi Path, a new training manual aimed at reshaping the Order for future generations. The era's Jedi had transformed into a military force, their members groomed for battle from the initiation of Padawan training. Grandmaster Fei Kovan aimed to keep the Jedi back to a more neutral stance, aspiring to see the best scholars and peacekeepers, a return to their envisioned role in the galaxy. The dream of Jedi Grandmaster Fei Kovan to shift the Order towards scholarly pursuits and peacekeeping indeed materialized over time. However, this transformation came at a significant cost, a reduction in combat training. And hundreds of years later, even Dooku, a formidable Jedi, voiced concerns that the Jedi had grown weak. His observations centered on the noticeable shift away from intense combat training, with more emphasis placed on meditation rather than honing skills with the lightsaber. This shift, however, does not imply weakness in Jedi like Qui-Gon Jinn or others from the Clone Wars era, but rather it reflects a deliberate overhaul in the focus of Jedi training for a new age. In the past, Jedi prioritized lightsaber combat and masterful, forceful techniques, aligning their combat training with the adversarial nature of the Sith. These Jedi were combat-ready, geared to confront the Sith in a manner unique to their history. However, with the dawn of new ways, the Jedi adopted a less combative mindset. This change was driven by a realization that an overemphasis on combat had adverse consequences for the galaxy. Only a select few Jedi Masters reached the echelons of their Old Republic counterparts. Individuals like Yoda, Plo Koon, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin Skywalker Yet amidst this transformation, a crucial point emerges: the exceptional prowess of individuals like Kyo Sender Rash. These exceptional Jedi would undoubtedly surpass figures like Ventress or Savage Opress in combat. Dark Acolytes paled in comparison to the overwhelming might of formidable Sith Lords like Darth Malgus. And in conclusion, the evolution of Jedi training marked a significant departure from the combative mindset of the past, paving the way for a more scholarly and peace-centric order. However, the galaxy still witnessed extraordinary Jedi, capable of overthrowing Dark Acolytes, underscoring the enduring potency of the Force in the ever-changing tapestry of galactic history. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, then do check out our channel for more similar content. May the Force be with you.